What's going on, guys? It is Aiden Hutchinson.
What's up, man? It's your boy Amon-Ra St. Brown.
What's up, everybody? It's Calvin Johnson Jr. here, a.k.a. Megatron, a.k.a. First Ballot.
What's going on, Coach Dan at Lions Talk Live and the Duke Crew? This is Ball Hawk Ifata Melifonwu of the Detroit Lions. Everybody make sure you help support the YouTube channel Lions Talk Live by clicking that like and subscribe button. Let's get it and go Detroit.
Greetings and salutations to everyone out there in YouTube land. This is Dan Skipper, offensive weapon for the Detroit Lions. Make sure you all help support Lions Talk Live and Coach Dan by clicking on that like and subscribe button. Everybody, woo!
Well, greetings and salutations to everybody out there in YouTube land. I'm your host once again, Dan Thornton. I want to thank you all for joining me here today, Lions Talk Live Morning Show Edition. And you know what? I think we got a pretty jam-packed show for you guys today. A lot of different topics to dive into, get into. So we're going to talk a little bit about I know we chatted about it yesterday in the video, but we are going to dive in a little bit more about the Dan Campbell presser. I did pull up the video, play it for those maybe who haven't seen it. We are going to go into Pro Football Focus ranking grades from yesterday, plus the new Duke Crew Power Rankings. We also have at the bottom of the hour Anthony from Roar Lions UK, our special guest today on every Tuesday. So yeah, again, jam-packed show. I'm guessing all Lions fans are aware that MCDC did kind of put out a little bit of a teaser yesterday during the presser. You can read his body language. I think you can see it on his face. He seems to either be playing the biggest clown move on all of us, or he already knows about something that's, basically just got to get finalized, some sort of trade, and he seemed jumping for joy about that. So let's go right to that real quick before we can get to the rest of the show, just because I get, hey, everybody wants to see it. If you haven't seen it, I'm guessing most people have seen it. But all right, let me pull this up and hit play, and I'll even try to make it full screen for you.
Feel there's anything imminent on the trade front, like in the next 24 hours, something that Brad's come to you with?
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, could be.
What do you think of Muhammad yesterday?
No, seriously, though, has he come to you with something that you...
Yeah, it could be.
All right, so real quick, if you guys, I get you can't really hear the audio that great from the reporter section. That's one thing I do think the Detroit Lions PR group should do a little bit more. They should have a directional mic that you can point at that particular reporter, or just hand that reporter a mic to pass around to other persons. So the question is, quote, do you feel there's anything imminent on the trade front in the next 24 hours, question mark, end quote. Dan Campbell? Yeah, it could be. Question, no, seriously, Campbell, could be. And then that's when he starts grabbing his chest, grinning hugely, and then jumping around. So, all right, with all that said, let's go ahead and get this show going. If you haven't yet subscribed to Lions Talk Live, please consider doing so. Also, if you would be so kind, hit that thumbs up button. We're making that push for 10,300 subs, and we're about 90 subs away from that. So, again, if you can help out, that would be great. Also, with the thumbs up, the likes, we try to get every show to 200, 300 more thumbs up or likes. If you are so inclined and able to help out, reach on down. It's free of charge, and thank you for that. Also, last but not least, if you are considering buying or selling property anywhere in the great state of Michigan, go ahead and give me a call or shoot me a text. You can see the number on the screen right now, 269-998-2384. We can have a quick conversation, see how I can help you save some money, make the process of buying or selling property easier, and go on from there. If you're outside of if you're outside of Michigan, you can still give me a call. A couple things I got to do a little bit different, but we can help you out and make sure we take care of you. All right, with all that out of the way, let's get into the first segment of the show. And as you know, that is 5 Headlines Now. All right, let's get them going. 5 Headlines Now. Dan Campbell gets coy about Lions' potential trade deadline plans. USA Today's story by Jeff Risdon. So I know we talked about it a little bit in a different video yesterday, but you've seen this now. If you haven't seen it, it's all across the nation. It's all across every form of media platform out there. I think everybody's got all eyes turned on to the Detroit Lions for today. Dan Campbell gave away enough body language foretells, plus his expressive nature there. Plus, you've got other people like Rico Bear, stating this. You've got other people on other channels stating this or that, the other thing. Yeah, I've reported you guys anything I've heard from anybody in print media that I still chat with. So it does seem like today, is probably going to be an ideal day if they're going to pull the trigger and make that move happen, whatever it may be. Today is the day you probably want to have your Twitter, your basically notifications for any platform you pay attention to. Have them on, because if it goes down, you know the news is going to be coming out fast and furious. All right, next, good news for the Detroit Lions, by the way, with this report. The Lions linebacker, Malcolm Rodriguez, injury considered short-term. SB Nation story by Jeremy Risman with this one. It does seem like it's an aggravated old ankle injury. It is anticipated he will miss this weekend's game against the Green Bay Packers, but should be fine and back the following week. Could it be that he plays this week? Absolutely. But right now, most of the people that have actually studied his injury or whatever say it's probably not going to be a go for this week. But if he only misses 1 week, that's a lot better news than many people were speculating on. All right, snap count notes. Sorting out the Lions defensive line mix against the Titans. This from Lions Wire. So let me go ahead and pull this up real quick as we walk on through it. And hey, I thought there was some interesting information here once you studied the snap count. Let's start with this. Muhammad as the starting edge players going heavy on the front. Muhammad wound up playing the most snaps of any defensive lineman with 49 defensive snaps. And you did hear MCDC yesterday talk and give him a lot of praise. Thought he got some good pressure. He'll really set the edge well, etc. Edging pass and Lee McNeil, who had 45 snaps, and Levi Onwuzurike, who I thought had a phenomenal game. I get maybe it wasn't easy to always watch. If we were watching the games live, you're going to get distracted, pay attention to other things. When you go back and watch the All-22 film, the coaching film, yeah, Levi Onwuzurike, I thought he did a real good job at the edge. I would not be surprised if he's one of our defensive edges the rest of the year. If he's not a starter, he's probably a sound rotational piece. But he had 44 snaps. Starting nose tackle DJ Reader saw 39 reps. Newcomer Isaiah Thomas made his Lions debut with 38 snaps. Rookie Mekhi Wingo and like Onwuzurike played both inside and out for 30 reps. The same was true for Pat O'Connor on his 31 reps, although Wingo was outside a little more frequently than 95. James Houston played 19 snaps, 13 from the right side, 6 from the left side per Pro Football Focus tracking. And I would say just from watching the game live and talking with you guys, I thought Houston, with only those 19 snaps, I had him getting pressure on the quarterback about 4 times. So he was getting some wins out there. Is he the James Houston of 2022? No, but I thought he was fairly effective out there. All right, getting to the next of the 5 headlines now. Lions Packers predictions. That's right. We've already got these coming out. This is from Detroit Mojo. Will Detroit Mojo continue in an instant classic from the Detroit Free Press, as I am a little tongue-tied twisted this morning. So going through it all, I was unaware until this morning the Lions opened up as a 3-point favorite in this one. The Lions got a lot of things going from Jordan Love. It is confirmed it is not a severe pull or sprain or tear or anything of that of his groin injury, but all eyes will be on him if he can go through it. My guess is, like we talked about yesterday, he'll probably play, but his mobility is definitely going to be a little hindered. If anybody's ever had a groin pull, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You get out there and you start running, man, that thing feels like it's about ready to go, break, or whatever, snap. And so my guess is the Lions, if he are out there, they're going to blitz him a ton. Why? They want him to try to be forced out of the pocket. And I'm guessing they're going to overload one side to try to send him to the other side, which means I would try to get him to go across his body whenever possible. What does that mean? Well, I'm a right-handed quarterback. I'm going to blitz that right side and try to force him, if he's going to escape, to go to the left side. And I would do everything he can to make him running as much as possible, because that thing's probably going to go at some point. Total yards over and under are 47.5. And yes, it is going to be on Fox for, a 4:25 p.m. Eastern Standard Time start. And yes, the Free Press is picking the Lions to win a tight one at 25-24. I'm sure we'll get more into the predictions a little bit later in the week, as we usually do. All right, with all that being said, let's get into the next topic of the day, and let's get into the Pro Football Focus grades. All right, PFF grades. Let me go through them for you. Probably not a lot of surprises here. There's going to be a whole lot of good for the team. Starting with the offense. Gibbs at a near elite score at 87.7. Sam I. M. Laporta, 84.8. Brock the Hitman Wright with a 78.2. Frank Ragnow, 76.6. Khalif Raymond, 76.6. Montgomery at 71.3. Panay Sewell at 67.8. Jared Goff, 66.2. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 59.7. Zane Zylstra with a 59.3. All right, now going on to the defensive side, Levi Onwuzurike. Like I said, watching him, man, I thought he had a phenomenal great game. And this is corroborated by the PFF grades. He had an 86.1. Got a ton of pressures. Got to the quarterback a few times. Caused the first interception, or at least played a role in it. How about that? But, yeah, he was all over the place, I felt. Kirby Joseph, 82.0. Ali McNeil, 80.6. Jack Campbell, and yes, I do think he's playing pretty dang well. As long as he stays inside the hash marks, I think that's where he seems to be the most comfortable. Once he gets outside of that, I believe that's where he starts struggling more and more. But inside those, I think is a true Mike backer or middle linebacker. You know, this guy is playing incredibly well. I'm not going to say elite or anything like that, but he's playing dang well. Maybe one of the better middle linebackers in the division. Maybe you could even say the NFC. But again, when he gets out towards the sidelines more, you can see where he loses his, comfortability. He kind of breaks down in some of his techniques. But anyways, Jack Campbell had a 78.4. Kendall Vildor, 78.3. Muhammad had a 77.5. Reader, 75.1. Meek Robertson, who didn't have the best day in pass coverage, but did force 2 fumbles, 70.5. Reese Maven, 69.9. Isaiah Thomas, 68. And that's pretty sound for a guy who just got here 7 days ago or so. The bottom scores we're not going to worry about because there were enough good scores. All right, with all that said and now out of the way, let's get to the next thing. And as you guys probably know, that's going to be the, where would I put the button here? The power rankings. All right, power rankings time. Let's get into it. Let's see. Let me get that off the screen. All right, power rankings. Let me slide on down and start from the bottom, work our way up to the top. All right, probably not a big surprise here. Carolina Panthers are at the bottom at 32. Tennessee Titans fall to 31. The Raiders fall to number 30. Giants, 29. Jets, 28. Battle New York. See who can have the higher rating. Dallas Cowboys, man, they can't get out of their own way in their 27. New England Patriots up majorly this week. They're at number 26. The Jaguars, 25. Cincinnati Bengals, 24. The Duke Crew Power Rankings say the New Orleans Saints. Man, hard to believe these guys were 2-0 at one point and just looked like they couldn't be stopped on offense. But yes, they have fallen to 23. Cleveland Browns, hey, give them some props, man. They won a game, and a tough game, too. I guess it just goes to show, you know, any given Sunday, somebody can win a game if you're not careful. And yes, the Baltimore Ravens are regretting that one. But anyways, Cleveland Browns, 22. Miami Dolphins, 21. Indianapolis Colts, 20. Arizona Cardinals, 19. Seattle Seahawks, 18. Tampa Bay Buccaneers have fallen down a little bit here, 17. Chargers, 16. Rams, 15. Let's see, Chicago Bears, 14. Broncos are at number 13. Atlanta Falcons, 12. San Francisco 49ers still hanging out around the top 10. They're number 11. Minnesota Vikings, 10. Philadelphia Eagles, 9. Baltimore Ravens, 8. Pittsburgh Steelers, 7. Green Bay Packers, 6. Washington Commanders, 5. Houston Texans, 4. The top 3 now. Buffalo Bills, number 3. The Kansas City Chiefs are number 2. And yes, in the Duke Crew Power Rankings, I do have the Detroit Lions as your number 1 team in the NFL. I don't think it's arguable at this point. I mean, sure, the Kansas City Chiefs are 7-0. I get somebody can debate that. But watching the Lions on a week-to-week basis, especially like the last 5 weeks or so, I would challenge anybody out there to say, how can you easily say the Detroit Lions aren't the top team in the entire league? They are dominant in all 3 facets of the game. And the Chiefs, give them credit. They've hung on to win some tight games here. I also think, man, their offense is a little limited right now. And some of that is injury or whatever. But you know what the Lions do? They just say next guy up, get in there, produce. It has been different for that defense because we all get it. You've got everybody. Let me rephrase that. You got the vast majority of that defensive line that you were anticipating when training camp started to come in and help provide pass rush depth. They're all gone. Whether it's John Kaminsky, Marcus Davenport, Aiden Hutchinson, Pico, or anybody else, the vast majority of the depth on that defensive line are gone, and they're on the sidelines watching. Some of them maybe for the full season or the rest of the season, I should say. Then you go to Derek Barnes and just a gaggle of guys. Ife Malafanu. The defense, the fact that they're still maintaining, I think is a real credit to the scouting department, the coaching staff, the medical staff, and everybody else for the Detroit Lions. All right, now for the power rankings, we got one more segment before we get to the Dew Crew comments and just a little bit of an injury update for the NFC North. That's not it yet. Sometimes I feel like I've created too many buttons up here, but it is what it is. All right, so in case you weren't aware that Jordan Love did have his injury update, and yes, the MRI did reveal that he's going to be limited at best if he can play this week. And Matt LaFleur came out and said, I have no idea if he'll be able to play this week. He seems like he's in good spirits. I don't know where that information comes from, quite frankly, that he is definitely out this week. We believe he's a day-to-day basis. We will see what this weekend brings. So either way, the Love's going to play or not, he's going to be limited if he does play. Their backup Willis, he does look like he's done pretty good for him. I mean, they haven't lost a game that he started, surprisingly. And for a guy that was kind of left for dead from Tennessee might be regretting that trade. Now, in regards to Josh Jacobs, who limped off the field after his final carry of the game, but should have no issues for Sunday, according to sources with the Green Bay. He is coming off a massive 127-yard and 10 broken tackles game. Have really helped him out, especially once Love went down. They relied on him more and more. We'll see what happens. But Jacobs is dealing with a little bit of an injury. How much it's going to impact him? Well, it'll be a game-time thing. Now, the next one up is Alexander, their star cornerback. Alexander played every defensive snap, but pulled up on the final play a touchdown pass to tight end, even Evan Ingram that tied the game. According to multiple reports, tests showed no significant concerns with Alexander's right knee, but he will be monitored throughout the week. So if he can't go and Love can't go, and if Jacobs is hobbled, those will be significant blows for the Green Bay Packers. All right, now let's get over to the main topic of the day. So, and then we'll get into the Duke Crew comments for the day. All right, gotta make this a quick one just so we can get some comments in before Anthony hops on in from Roar Lions UK. But hey, like we said in the opening monologue for the show, all eyes are on the Detroit Lions today. Dan Campbell, intentionally or unintentionally, I think we can all say this. He has now put the Detroit Lions on the scope. Everybody's notifications are on. All eyes are on Detroit right now. Everybody wants to see. We've been speculating about it for weeks now. Whether you watch this show, you read that newspaper, that show, whatever it is, everybody's getting to the point where we just want to know, are the Detroit Lions going to do something or are they not going to do something? Are they going to make a trade? Are they all in to win this year? Or is Brad Holmes going to go Dollar General Brad's Holmes and just say, hey, we're going to go with the guys we have? Or we're going to poach somebody off another team's practice squad. And not that Isaiah Thomas hasn't looked good, not that Muhammad hasn't done some nice stuff, but I think most Lions fans would agree. That stuff for now, maybe against some teams it will be okay. When we get to the playoffs, when we get to really the creme a la creme teams, is that going to be enough for the Lions to win? I think we all agree last year was an opportunity to get to the Super Bowl, and we got a taste for it. We know that this team is good enough to potentially win the Super Bowl. Could have happened last year. Game of inches didn't go that way. But now that we're here this year, and it would appear we are the best team in the NFL, whether it's the Duke Crew power rankings or who anybody else is, you're 6-1, and you haven't been 6-1 since the mid to late 1950s. Could you go 7-1 and really set yourself up to win the North now, win the NFC, and make sure all roads to the Super Bowl in the NFC go through Ford Field? I think that's a realistic expectation for all Lions fans right now. In order to make that happen, though, you are not always going to be able to send 6-7 guys after the quarterback and leave everybody on an isolated island in that secondary. So I'm going to ask you guys right now. There's no wrong answer here. In the comments section, are you all in it to win it this week? Go after the big gun, the big prize, whoever it may be. Speculation all over the place who it could be that they could go for. Or do you think we should just say, hey, go for like a Smith from Cleveland and maybe only give up like a 6th, 7th round pick, something like that? Or do you just say, hey, let's just keep the guys we got and roll with it? There's no wrong answers here, but I want to hear your answers. Throw them over in the comment section. Let's get this thing going. As I scroll to the top of the screen and the comment section, give me a minute to get all the way to the top because I see the comment section is pretty healthy this morning. We'll put it that way. All right, I'm almost there. All right. JDC, good morning, all. Back at you. Robert, greetings and salutations. Always good to see you, my friend. Lions Talk Live fam, good morning. All hoping for great news today. Me too, man. As much as I have some fun making some of these videos, I'm not gonna lie, it is getting a little long in the tooth doing some of these trade rumors. They're fun and they're like fantasy football, I'm suspecting, or like the draft or free agency. It's always fun to talk about who you might get or not get, but at some point you just want it to happen so you can move on and get back to just talking about the football games. Don Burt, rumors need to become a reality! ! The speculation is getting so old. It is, man, but hey, everybody's chomping at the bit, man. Dan Campbell set this thing up yesterday. Like I said before, intentionally or unintentionally, we now want to know what he was grinning about. Johnny L., good morning to this awesome Duke crew. Same to you, Johnny. Good to see you, my friend. Robert, once you hear the roar, it's already too late. There you go. I like that. That's a good one, Robert. Trumps, woo! And back at you. Robert, time to trade, coach. I would, if it's me, you guys have heard me talk about this for a couple weeks now. I'm aggressive. I'm going after it. I think there's enough talent on this team and enough young talent where I would probably trade the first and second round pick this year. It's going to stink come draft time for content creators because you know what? You got less to talk about. But as a coach or GM, you got to understand the opportunity you have here. And yes, my views might not be Brad Holmes' views or Dan Campbell's views. They may just simply think they're good enough in-house. But I would be aggressive in trying to acquire something. What I would do, and I've said this 1,000 times on the show, if I'm trading my first and second, I'm telling you, you've got to give me back your fifth, sixth, and seventh so we have the same amount of picks, but later rounds. All right, Dennis, good morning. Dan and Duke crew, good to see you, my friend. Big D, morning crew, back at you, D. Trumps, they have a trade in the works, or Dan Campbell had to piss his pants. one of the two, probably for sure. Robert, this year seems magical. It does to me too. Motel Mitch, great salutations, coach of Duke crew. Lions rule, Bears drool. Yes, they are. They're drooling a whole lot in Chicago this weekend, or this week, I should say. Johnny L., I think Brad Holmes will surprise us all pretty soon. I'm hoping so, man. I'm ready for it. Mike the Ring Gunny, howdy, Dan and Duke crew, as we wait for Brad to wave his magical wand, abracadabra. Woo! Or is it woo? All right, I guess we'll find out. We'll be one of the two. Stephanie, good morning, boys! ! Has anyone seen Broski? ? I figure he is hiding for the week. Yes, he's probably not going to show his face anytime soon. He might pop back up at some point. I know some of you guys said you've seen him in other chats, whatever. I just haven't seen him here in a New York minute. Stephanie, Trump's a genius. Dan couldn't hold back and hide his excitement. No, he was hopping all over the place. That grin, man, that was from ear to ear. He looked pretty into it. Southwest, woo! And good morning to you too. Banny B, we better have a reasonably priced defensive end and a much more expensive one from the Browns by close of business day so they can rep every practice week. Yeah, I'm with you, man. And I know I talked about it in the late video yesterday. If I'm the Lions, I want them here because I know the importance of this game. You win this game, now you're 2-0 in the North and on the road. Now those teams got to come to Detroit. And yes, get those guys in here, get them their full allotted reps, get them used to the terminology, everything you want to do with them. Is it going to be perfect for Sunday? No, but it'd be a whole lot better than if they got here, say, Thursday or Friday, where you almost can't use them then. Mike the Marine Gunny, he's still looking at the Hail Mary. Yes, he is. Broski, yeah, he's probably still replaying that over and over. Yeah, and Tyreek Stevenson, the guy you guys mentioned yesterday, would he get traded? Man, that's a big question. I don't know him. I think he's a pretty good player. Would I probably have some strong words for him as a coach? And I'm sure you all saw the video when the play's going on, the first second or two of that play, when Daniels is dancing all around. He's not even paying attention to the field. He's not paying attention to the guys. And then we find out he's the guy responsible for being a man-to-man with the guy who caught the touchdown pass. Yeah, man, I'd have, as a coach, I'd probably be breaking a few clipboards. All right, Lions Talk Live fan, give all of our picks for Zadarius, Smith, and Garrett. Who cares? Could be that's where they go. Clark, good morning, Duke crew! ! I hope we get a trade or two done today so we just know what will happen or what will not happen. Correct, yeah. Get this stuff done with and move on from it. Yep. Johnny L, probably so, Stephanie. I would agree. Daddy Gamer 555, greetings and salutations from Central Florida Landscapers! ! Woo! Well, hopefully you're having a good morning. And man, it's got to be an early one there. Rise and shine, right? Hookadoo, good morning, Coach Dan and the Duke crew. One Pride, Roar, Detroit. I see a TV commercial. A pest control company said the best bait for a rat trap is cheesehead. Ohio, Oh, yeah. I'll go with that. Cheesehead. Yeah. Put a cheesehead in the trap. Now, remember one thing I learned a long time ago. The second mouse always gets the cheese. All right. All right, Matty B. If let's say, Lil thought Broski got the booski for being a bad ski. We'll go with that, Matty. He did, but I did unblock him yesterday just to see if he'd dare bring his face in the chat or his name into the chat, I guess it is. But we have not heard anything from him unless you guys have seen something that I haven't. I'd say Brent, good morning, Dan and the Duke crew. Lombardi and no bust, exclamation point. Oh, yeah, I'm down with that. And good morning, my friend. Trumps, it better be someone top tier. Well, we will see. Hopefully sooner versus later today. Clark, okay, so I got one for y'all. If Jesus was a football player, he would have to be a quarterback. Why? Because every pass would be a Hail Mary. Da-da-da. Yes, indeed. I'd say Mike the Marine Gunny. I hope Ray Agnew's advice to Brad is solid and calming. I would think so. Alpha Males, well, you got the good morning, coach. Good morning to you, too. Let's see, Don Burbrowski with that big mouth and has been missing since the embarrassing Hail Mary. Yes, he has not shown his face, at least in here. Trump's Broski will be back. We'll look forward to that. Johnny L. Clark, yeah, there you go, laughing, yeah. Clark Griswold drums, yes, exactly, Big Eddie, exactly. Eddie didn't coach ban him. I did, but I brought him, I unbanned him so he could come back, but we have not seen him at all since then. Johnny laughing out loud. There we go. Sanders, let's see, the 38 years I've been a Lions fan, this is by far one of the best, but if you want to win in the playoffs against the elite teams, we need a pass rusher. Yeah, I agree with that. Can you manufacture pass rushing? Absolutely. But in order to do so, you've got to be willing to take guys out of that, out of pass protection, or excuse me, pass coverage. And that's where I think the problem becomes, because if you look at the teams that we're going to face in the playoffs, it's going to be Minnesota. I think it's going to be Green Bay. It's going to be, probably, gosh, I don't know, with the West, it's going to be probably, I guess, the Rams. If I had to bet right now, I'd say it's going to be the Rams and 49ers that will make it out there, at least as far as your options. Most of those teams can pass the ball pretty effectively. So if you're always putting the secondary on an island in order to get to the quarterback, I just don't know if that's a good recipe for the playoffs. Now, with that being said, Lions basically did it last year and were within a few plays of making the Super Bowl. So maybe they're thinking that way. I guess we'll see. Okay, Stephanie, he got banned on Sunday. Dan, you unbanned him yesterday, but he's still hiding. He is still hiding indeed. Daddy Gamer, does that Hail Mary have a specific name yet? They should title it, because that thing's going to be replayed. Let's be honest, man. That'll be replayed for decades. But I thought Broski was unblocked, probably licking his wounds. I would think so. Jason, good morning. Hallelujah, Blue Mannix, exclamation point, Superdome or bust. And back at you, my friend. Big Eddie, greetings, salutations all. Any updates on Jordan Love? Nothing official other than it's not a tear or anything. Personally, I think he plays, but he can't move much. Yeah, I'm agreed with you. I think he could get after. He'll play. He'll be able to throw. Will he be able to step into throws effectively all the time, especially the later the game goes on? Once he's kind of moved that thing around, it starts really aggravating. We'll see. Trump's, he is unblocked. I concur. Hardy, a prayer that the trade for a player who will be able to make a difference. Me too, man. Yeah, I think we all want somebody that we can feel assured is going to contribute to the team. Matthew, greetings, salutations. Good morning, everyone. Superdome, Super Bowl. Woo, woo, woo. Sheila likes to woo in the fresh morning dew. I agree, and good to see you, my friend. Big D, funny how we all just wish Broski would shut up and go away, but when we want to rub it in, wish he would show up. He's got no spine. We all know that he will. We all knew that, but know it for sure now. Yes, correct, because he's not showing up anytime soon. Maybe I hope Love plays. It's Willis who has won all their games. You're not wrong there. Not wrong about that at all. Trump's good morning, Bear. There you go. Johnny L. Broski is just ashamed of his team. Probably should be at this point. Big D. Matty B hit on the head with we be better playing Love than Willis. Yeah, Willis right now, he's looked pretty dang good. But Jordan Love, I guess we'll see what shakes. Trey, what's up? All question mark. Damn, it feels good to be a Lions fan nowadays. Yes, it does. Matty B, as he should be in ways that was more embarrassing than what we did to the Titans. Yeah. And to lose a game like that and to see one of your players, the guy who was responsible for defending the guy who caught the touchdown, too busy to talking to fans to pay attention to what's going on the field. Yeah, that's not a good look. Mood Scarblade, good morning, Duke crew. I just finished watching MCDC Presser. Let me know your thoughts, my friend, and good to see you as always. Trumps, who do you all think will be trade bait from the Lions? Man, I think it's got to be draft picks and maybe Hendon Hooker. I don't know. We'll have to see. Mike the Marine Gunny, why was there a gag order for news on yesterday's trade rumor? I thought it was hilarious. That I don't know. I thought MCDC, I thought he pretty much gave it away. Now, maybe we find out a day or two from now there is no trade. Then he'd look back in and go, man, he was just playing us all. See, Hardy, Willis or Love doesn't matter to me. I am more worried about which Lions are healthy and play well, especially Decker. Yeah, hopefully Decker. The rest of the game, outside that first quarter, I thought he played real well. The week before, I think that's where the real issue is. He played real well other than that third quarter against Minnesota. So there's at least something to raise an eyebrow there. Sanders, if they don't go and get a replacement for Hutchinson, how do the Duke crew and Lions fans around the world react? I think most people are probably going to be pretty skeptical about things. It doesn't mean they can't win out. Every time they win, you're going to feel more assured about things. But we get to the playoffs, and then we lose, especially a tight game. I'm going to guess most Lion fans are looking back and saying, man, only if we would have made that trade. And that's where I think the problem becomes. All right, Tori, good morning. So if we believe Campbell knows something is happening, who do we have any thoughts who he might be getting? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. The speculation is going to be all over the place who it could be. Daddy Gamer, any other long-time Lions fans been accused of being bandwagon fans since 88? Woo! I'm sure we all have at times. I've been a fan since the late 70s. So, I mean, there's been times I've watched all sorts of people jump off the wagon, jump on the wagon. It will happen again. See, Mr. Nico, Landry and Hendrickson to Detroit. We need two, not just one, for our defense. I know there was some speculations yesterday. I don't know if they're legit or not, that Hendrickson was coming to Detroit, second-round pick, and something like $20 million. I don't know. It was speculation. And to be honest, I was kind of speculated out by the end of the night when that came out. Johnny L., think about this. Why does the Bear logo look like a toilet seat? Inquire minds want to know. Gary, what do you got? Greetings, salutations, Coach and Duke Crew. Thank you for the well wishes. My cousin had the bypass and is already awake. He is doing great. He is a Lion. Hey, that's awesome to hear, man, and glad he's doing well. Thoughts and prayers, though, for continued success for your family. I'd say, Trumps, maybe it wouldn't hurt to get a decent hit. All right, fair enough. I'm down with it. JDC, Detroit Lions rebuilding since 1957. Stay tuned to Coach Dan and Lions Talk Live for more updates. Go Lions. I'm down with that, and thanks for that. Just greetings, salutations. Broski will never show up here again. He's too big of a coward. I would probably agree with that. Matty B, Sanders to 2032. Considering it's basically impossible to place Hutch, I will probably say a lot of nice things about Brad if we don't get we'll say a lot of not so nice things about Brad if we don't get a serviceable defensive end that can do some of the stuff Aiden does. Yeah, Aiden's, you guys heard me say a lot. I think he's basically like a clone of Bruce Smith. Just they're so similar to me. And it's just, you're talking about a generational Hall of Fame type player. Can you replicate him in the aggregate, Moneyball movie type stuff? It's possible, but it also means you're giving up some other stuff from other aspects of your defense. Let's see, TCKG. I would love for them to get Trey Hendrickson. I feel like he just fits right in. Yeah, I think there would be a lot of good stuff there to have him come on over. I think the hard part is if I'm the Bengals, I'm looking at my record now and seeing what the upcoming record is. I think they've got a real good shot at making the playoffs. But we'll see. Maybe they just decided to part ways. Johnny L., that's great news, Gary. I would agree with that. Trump's after a Bears win, probably. Yeah, maybe he'll pop up then. JDC, Lambeau Field, home of the Lamers. It is indeed. France, good day all, and congrats on the good news at Gary. Blessings upon your family. Agreed with that. Hookadoo, JDC, all good things come in time. Go Lions. I'm down with that. Big D, awesome news, Gary. He's got the whole pride behind him. Yes, indeed. Everyone in the Duke crew, for sure. Johnny L., we will turn them into Cheese Whiz. I like the way you're thinking. AJ, so how many Lions fans invade Green Bay this weekend? My guess is a whole lot. Remember last year, the Green Bay Packers were complaining because so much of the field was Detroit Lions fans. All right, Gary, thank you, everyone. No problem, my friend. Anytime. JDC, Gary, thumbs up. Manberry, howdy, Dana, Rue, and Scooby-Doo crew. Let's Scooby-Doo this. 100%, my friend. Good to see you this morning. Don Burr, hey, broski, for a future reference, don't talk big boy ball and can't take it when you lose. 100%. He was in here when the game was 14-14 against the Titans. He was all over the team. And then he went pretty quiet. Let's see, TCKG. I live in Wisconsin, so I'll be in Green Bay. Go enjoy it, my friend. Dennis, glad for your cousin. Gary, God is good. 100%, my friend. Johnny L, hit that like button, please. Yeah, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you guys would be so kind. Let's see. Brent, great news, Gary. I concur. Now let's go Lions. Woo! I'm down with that. Sanders, if you draft picks and a quarterback that we will never see start for the Lions for Myles Garrett is a suitable replacement for Hutchinson. Yeah, and think about not just this season, but think about the future seasons having both of them. That would be phenomenal. JDC, Buddy Love and the Cheddars. I'm down with that. Papa Noel, can't wait to see what today does bring. Woo! I'm okay with that. Hookadoo, awesome. Gary, thumbs up. John King, good morning, Coach and Duke Crew. I believe Lions will make a move, and we will all be surprised. I'm hoping you are right, my friend. I'll hold you to it, John. Quentin, greetings, salutations all. Lions about to be 7-1. Ain't no stopping us no how. I'm down with that. Yes, I agree. Get us going right now because we're on a streak. Trump's J.J. Watt would be a perfect fit if they can get him to sign 17 sacks in 2022. We'll see if they can talk him out of retirement. Hookadoo. I really don't see that happening, Trump, but I agree. Yeah, if you could get him to come over, that would be great. Let's see. Hatman, holy cow, this chat is blowing up today. Top of the morning to you, Dan, and the Crazy Dude crew. And back at you, my friend. Dave, Watt isn't making a comeback. One never knows, my friend. One never knows. So small. Good morning, all. Woo! And good morning to you, too. Johnny L. I'm just going to wait and see what happens. Brad Holmes will come through, though. I'm hoping so. Big D, does anyone know the site where I can go get the big Detroit necklace I see our fans wearing at the stadium? That I don't know. I don't know about that. So maybe somebody can help you out there, Big D, in the comment section. Big D, the ones with the big light up lines on them? Yeah, that I don't know. So maybe we'll find out. Johnny L, God, I love this crew. Yeah, we love you too, man. Let's see. All balls, no D. Good morning, Duke crew. Back at you, my friend. Thank you for all you do for the channel. Big D, Johnny, I ditto. Okay, all right. Don't know. Hookadoo, have you Googled it, Big D? We'll find out. JDC, Motor City Duke Crew. I like that one as always. Trump, I see in an interview where Watt was saying he's in shape and would come back for the Texans. I'm sure if we offered him enough money, he would come here for a ring. Maybe. Hopefully they can, if he really has thoughts on it and they really feel like he can help, why not go for it? Johnny L, the Lions love cheese fondue. There you go. Boil it away. All balls. We got Broski still watching that loss to his Care Bears. Yes, still probably crying about it too. Paperback fan, green salutations, Duke Crew! Exclamation point. What's the word? Who we getting? I don't know. That's the $1 million question this morning. Question mark. Super Bowl no bust. Woo! And good morning to you too, my friend. Hookadoo. Good morning, Anthony, my brother. Brian. This is the best podcast out, hands down. Thanks, Dan. Go Lions. Woo! And thank you for that, man. Hey, all I can say is I do what I can. I work hard to try to help out. Some people like it. Some people won't. And that's okay. Just for those who like it, I'm glad it works for you. And thank you again, Brian. Manny B, I like protein. We can serve up FTP on fries with gravy. I'm down with that. Let's see. Lions Talk Live fan. It's not the blue light special time for Brad. Let's hope not. JDC Puff. Woo! Coffee and Lions Talk Live, an award-winning combination. The Lions King, good greetings, salutations, MCDC, jumping with excitement for a trade. Today is the day. Let's hope so, my friend. Let's hope so. Let's see, all balls, no D. The morning brother, Hookadoo. It's raining, no hunting this morning. Got to head to Clarkston for a pair of boots. Hey, Clarkston, Michigan. I know exactly where that is. Go have a good travel, my friend. Johnny L, Sonic and Knuckles, Thunder and Lightning. We are awesome. Go Lions. I'm down with that. All balls, stuff's getting deep. It is. Why Clarkson Hookadoo? Chimes, what do you got? The green salutations. This is going to be a fun day. I'm hoping so. Indeed. Angie, what do you got? Dan, a little giddy yesterday when asked about a trade. Let's go Lions! Exclamation point. I agree. He was all over the place. Like somebody else said in the comment section, it's either he knew something or maybe he had to pee. One or the other. Drew, what do you got? Good morning, Dan and Duke Crew. Get back at you. Hopefully it is a phenomenal day for you, my friend. All balls. Where's the person lives I'm buying from? Okay, where they live? Yeah, there you go. Hatman, JDC, I'm right there with you, my friend. Lions King, the Lions King, Trey Hendrickson is show enough bad. I'm the show enough, Shogun of Harlem. There we go. Let's see. All balls, no D. Who I think we're getting Hendrickson? Let's hope so. That would be a nice fit, man. A real nice one. Johnny L, we'd be smoking the good stuff. All right. All balls, toss out to Crosby and Garrett. Let's see. Hey, we'll find out later today, right? Ed W, what do you got? After losing to the Titans for so long, it feels good to beat them in that fashion. It happened. Yeah, we beat them, and we beat them badly. I mean, we really could have scored 60, 70 points, I think, if they wanted to. The fact we took the fourth quarter off, that needs to say something. All right, JDC, Hatman, a.k.a. Batman. Woo! All right, Alan S., giddy up, 100%. Hookadoo, are they like ruby red boots? You click the heels together, a 12-point appears. Hey, now that would be something. Johnny L., I'm not going to toss out anything. Yeah, don't throw out anything until we know. France, I hope we get some big-name players. I hope so too, my friend. See, the non-laughers, I would love to see a dominant pass rusher come over to the D today so we can get him ready and speed up for Green Bay. Yeah, me too, man. Especially if you can get him today, fly on in, get situated, get on the practice field for 3 straight days before heading over to Green Bay. JDC, click heels. House drops on Broski. Man, it might be. Z-Map Zoom, what do you got? Good morning, guys and Duke Crew. Good to see you, my friend. Feels like it's been a minute since I've seen you, so good to see you. Trump's, who we giving up? Barnes, Houston. Probably not Barnes. He's out for the year unless something happens, but you never know. You never know. David, who are we getting at edge? That is the $1 million question, my friend. And I'm guessing if you're to trust MCDC, we're going to know that answer to that question today. Ed W, this year, Dan Campbell revenges the 0-16 year by getting a Super Bowl. I'm down with that, man. Just win, baby. Just win, baby. Matty B, hit that like and subscribe. Thank you for that. Thank you very much for that. Hatman, a.k.a. Batman, the way I see it is we had a great season last year with a terrible secondary, and now the year the defensive line is getting missing ingredients. Yeah, hopefully we get them in there, and you never know. Maybe Kaminsky comes back here in the next month, at least right around there, so he would add some depth. Maybe somebody else can get healthy again. I don't know. We'll wait and see. Hookadoo, JDC laughing. Don Kong laughing all. Laughing. How about that? Exclamation points. Ain't nothing big going down. Exclamation point. Too funny. We'll see. I mean, Dan Campbell seemed to be tipping something, but you never know. Like I said at the start of the show, maybe he's just messing with us. Hetman, we just need a couple guys to get some pressure on the quarterback. I'm down with that. Don Kong, Super Bowl, no bust. I like the way you're thinking as always, Donkey. Paul, let's go. Exclamation points. One funky Trumps. I don't think you can trade an injured player. You can trade them for sure. It's just the acquiring team knows they're not getting him anytime soon. All balls, Landry and Hendrickson would be amazing. It would be. Rob, yes, body language says he's excited, want to say something, but knows he can't. Something is up. Agreed with that. 100% there. Earl, this is the day, Dan. I'm hoping you're right, Earl. I'm going to hold you to it, my friend. Trumps, the player or players coming here are happy to. From that standpoint, I'm gonna guess if you're a player coming from, especially if it's one of the teams that you're basically already out of the playoffs, and you're going from that to a locker room who's 100% united together, and you've now got an opportunity to win a division, to win the conference, to win a Super Bowl. Yeah, you've got to be riding pretty high. JC, getting real in the D, go Lions. And I agree. I'd say Trey, peace to Coach Dan and the Duke Crew. I trust all is well with everyone. And same to you, Trey. Hopefully all is well with you and your family. Let's see. All balls no D. Announcement today. Here comes plays at Green Bay Sunday. I'm hoping. Trumps, U of M. All right. Derek, good morning, Coach the Duke Crew. I think tomorrow morning is going to wake up to a new pass rusher under my computer. Woo! I'm down with that as always, my friend. Mr. Morale Tarantino, what do you got? Morning, Duke Crew. Exclamation point. I was hoping we get, they will give us what we need in the pass rusher. Yeah, I'm hoping we get something really that's going to come in and take this defense to a whole new level. I agree with you 100%. Famous RW, good morning, Coach and Duke Crew. The season is long, and I love how we can put up a lot of points and give some players rest. I agree with that, man. The fact that you've been able to basically take 2 fourth quarters off, it doesn't seem like much, but you're taking reps away from the guys who play a lot, and you're adding now valuable reps to the guys who need them to get on the field to help develop. JDC, Trade Fitness, thumbs up, peace. And if you can't dig it, peace on, all right, yeah, peace for sure. Matty B, no, exclamation point. I want some more Rodrego this week. Hopefully he can heal up fast. We'll wait and see. Let's see, the non-laughers. So, Dan, with you being a body language expert, what did his body language tell you? So, Dan Campbell's fairly easy to read because he doesn't hold stuff back. When he's upset, when he's sad, when he's annoyed, he has it on his face. The fact that you watch, so all of us, when we have emotions, we have energy flowing through our body. So go back when the show's over, watch him talking. Once the question comes up, and you can see it slowly begin in his shoulders, you can see him start moving him around, and now as he no longer can try to maintain composure, as he's able to he's trying to keep it in, but it just comes to a point where, it breaks. You see it in the face, and now what's he immediately do with his hands? He starts moving around, patting himself, because he's giving himself what's technically termed as a self-soothing agent. So if somebody gets nervous, if you're talking to somebody, you want to know where they're at with things, if they start crossing their arms, more often than not, it's not that person's being standoffish. It's known as a self-soothing. They're basically giving themselves a hug and trying to release tension or energy. So I'm not going to do a 2-hour special on that, but there's some real basic stuff for you. Trey, JDC, laughing, salute my guy. There you go. Lions Talk Live fam. Are we getting any injured players back for this week? Not that I'm aware, but we'll find out later this week. Mark, that was Dan's way of saying we aren't trading for anybody. Okay, that could be. He could be totally misrepresenting the situation. That is totally possible, Mark. Trumps, it told me he needed piss. There you go. Lions King, -4, Green Bay, Vegas. Don't lose money. There you go. Stephen K, Green Salutations, Duke Crew, exclamation point. Whomever our beloved Lions trade for, go Lions. If no trade, go Lions. Woo! That's where I'm at with it too, man. Hey, just support the team. Manfred Vogel, what do you got? It sucks we don't have Rodrego next week, but this will be the first game if he could come back from IR. Any updates on him? No, but my guess is we'll probably have more updates on him and other guys probably come Wednesday. That's my guess, at least. Mark laughing. Matt EB, what do you get? Lions King. That's what the typical -3 they give to home teams. This is true. Maybe we're making Lambeau our second home field. Trump blitz the crap out of him. I would too, man. Yeah, make him be as mobile as you can. Johnny L, Coach Dan, you really know your stuff. I try to, man, but doesn't mean I get it all right. Hey, I'm gonna miss some shots for sure at times. The only thing is keep on shooting. Johnny, Coach, yeah, I knew where you're going with that, man. But thank you, Dennis, doing a great job, Dan. We love what you do. Thank you, and I love you. What we all have here with the Duke Crew, so it's awesome, man. It's mutual. How about that? Steve K, where's Broski at? He's hiding, man. Josh, trade for Zadarius Smith to Detroit today? Maybe. Rob, I watched a awesome Madden simulation yesterday. Lions down 1 in the final 4 seconds, and Goff throws a 55-yard pass for the win. Now, that's pretty awesome. Gotta love it. Johnny L, Steve K, ditto. There you go. Let's see. Southwest Lions 34, Whackers 14. I'm down with that. Josh, are we releasing a trade at Allen Park press conference today to get Zadarius? I don't know how they'll announce it. That I don't know. Hysterical Paranormal, Smith and Garrett, and Winston for a first rounder. Hooker, Houston, 2 second rounders, and a 6. We'll find out. Let's see. Johnny, not going to happen. Rob, not going to happen. Johnny L, I don't think so either. Lions fan 951. Thanks, Dan. I've watched everything you put out. Always good stuff. Channel is really growing. Let's go Duke Crew. Let's go Lions. Hey, thanks for that, man. And thank you for helping out with that, by the way. Carrick, what do you got? Good roaring Tuesday, Duke Crew. Houston worries me more than Green Bay. Trust in Brad Holmes. Super Bowl, here we come. Might be fair news. Might be a fair thought there for sure. Rob, why would we want Winston? That I don't know. Maybe just a backup quarterback. Hutch Jr., bear down. He might be. Moodscar, Hysterical Paranoia. That's an interesting take. Getting Winston back as a backup. Not seeing all of that, but interesting. It would. That's not a bad idea. Let's see, Josh, what do you got? When are they going to announce a trade for Zadarius Smith today? That I don't know, guys. My anticipation would be it would have to be before. If you're going to do it today, you're going to probably do it before 4:30 p.m. because that's when most NFL offices tend to shut down. Rocky, good morning, all. Back at you, Coach Rock. Hutch Jr., sup, Duke Crew? What's up to you? Hysterical, if Hooker is part of the trade, which it sounds like they want him bad, please believe Winston will be a throw-in. Yeah, might be indeed. See, Dennis, hey, Hutch. Trey, Josh, I'm sorry, but Zadarius is on a par with Bruce Irvin. They are better players than are younger and cheaper as well. Okay, fair enough, and that might be. Rob, Bears are down. You are correct, all right? Let's see, Moonscar, Hutch Jr., I bear down when I'm constipated. Here you go, laughing. What's up, fellas? All right, JDC, all balls no D, got some new boots, clicked heels together, and fell on Broski. You may have, my friend. Time for a Packer down. I'm down with that, Moonscar. Don, bear down, needs ambulance truck. He might definitely need. Let's see, Hookadoo, Hutch Jr., bears a rug now. Yes, they've been turned into rugs. Lions King, the Lion King, MCDC, not trolling. I would think not. It doesn't seem like it's him to do that, but I've been wrong before. Let's see, approximately 7 days, 7.5 hours to go, approximately. Yes, correct. And thank you for that, Roland. Let's see, Rocky, Rock, what do you got? If Watt came out of retirement, it would take 2 to 3 months to get him to shape. As an Ed at his age, might be. Let's see, Bootscar, skip the Bears. We're skipping them. Vogel, what do you got? Ew. I wouldn't sell the farm for Garrett and Crosby. Get Zedarius, who is open to wanting to be here from an immediate upgrade. Maybe get Clowney or someone else as a backup for depth. That's some ideas right there. See, Josh, time to trade Zedarius Smith to Detroit tonight. Maybe. All right, say Dr. Trey, bad news for the Bears. They are the bad news Bears. Gun guy Broski Bear is still time for your feeding. Yeah, come on in for your feeding. 100%. All in. I agree with that. One. Let's see, Don Burke, Keelan White from the Patriots. I'm good. Yeah, if you get him and if you get Walker from the Jags, man, that would be phenomenal. I like both of them a ton, man, and they fit what we seem to want to do. Let's see, Apex, what do you got? Keelan White and Smith. I'm down with that. Ronald Barnes, all in, exclamation points. I'm all in with that. Jim, yes, go all in. I'm okay. All in, says Cork. All right. Historical, I liked, yeah, but unfortunately he's gone to Kansas City now. So it happens, man. Mike the Marine Gunny, thumbs up. Trey, I'm all in, by the way. Haven't been since last year. Okay, fair enough. I'm just get it done. That's where I'm at with things. Rocky, time is now to make the trade. Kansas City 1-2 Super Bowls and still making trades. This is true. Shows you where they're thinking. Dr. Troy, White and Smith would be nice. It would be. Marcus, good morning. DC, exclamation point. Remember when everyone wanted the Lions to sign Ladarius Sneed? Trust Holmes. This is also true. Very true. Trust in Brad Holmes. Landry Ortiz says hysterical. Apex Ukche didn't fit our scheme. That could be. Yeah, maybe a little undersized. Brian, all in. All right. Let's see. Vernon, we need a high impact player. That's why I think most of us are thinking too. So you might probably right there. Joe, I'd give up 1 first-round pick for an impact player starting out. All right, we'll go with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Who has the most pressures? That we'll have to find out, Historical. Moonscar, in it to win it. Spend that first-round pick on someone who is NFL ready now and will be here for this year and next. Look at our salary situation, 2026. Salary skyrocket, many of our guys. Yeah, that might be true. 100% true, actually. General Brown, I'm all in to get not 1, but 2 guys to help us win this team. With this team, I'm down with that. Yeah, 100%. Make the move now. Go ahead and get it. Figure the stuff out later. Apex, Keelan White and Smith would be perfect. We let Smith go after this year, and White can be Hutch's opposite in 4 years. Yeah, I agree. I really like him. I think most of us, once we went out and watched him, yeah, I agree. He's a monster, man. He's really good. Miles Bark, morning all. Running late this rainy morning. One prod. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Sometimes it happens. Let's see. M, what do you got? Zedarius Smith for a 6th rounder is awesome. I would also add Keelan Key for the 7th rounder too, if we could. Yeah, that guy's got some rip and dip or dip and rip. Either way. Hysterical. Chase Young for a late rounder for depth. Maybe. Moonscar, throw some lower round picks at other ends we can. Okay, we'll see what they do. Earl, I am all in to win this year. Go Lions. Me too. See, Hysterical should have gotten Montez when we could. I know they tried, just got outbid, it sounds like. All right, guys, we got about 8 minutes left, so let's try to hammer through here. I'm going to try to go through and get some people who haven't yet been in the comment section. Let's see. Hutch Jr., Lions literally have built the foundation, having the most good young players signed outside of Hutch, Kirby, and Branch. We're not going to keep everyone. We need to quit with the build and draft stuff, okay? Kim, DC and Brad Holmes have a way of finding that player that can thrive within the D. It may not be the best the player the fans have ID'd. Yeah, right. It may be people we haven't considered. You're 100% right with that, Kim. Cloud, we got Trey Hendrickson had 20 sacks last year. He has 7th this year, 4th in the league. He's highly underrated and is a high motor guy. Could be what Brad Holmes fit. Yeah, could be a good fit for the team. 100% with that. I agree with that. Courtney, woo, Duke Crew. My best friend's a Saints fan and says it's one of their guys who AG likes. Hey, could be. And, with obviously the ties between the organization, and Dan Campbell, AG, that makes sense. George, I would not be surprised to see Brad beating the bushes for a rugby games looking for just the right guy. Could be. I think he leaves no stone unturned. JDC, we are at an interesting time in Lions history. It's definitely different than what most of us are used to. William Green, salutations, Duke Crew. What about grandson from the Saints? Would be a good option. Maybe that's what they're referencing from the Saints. Good call on that, Williams. Let's see. JJ Watt rumors die. Probably not hysterical. They're going to be around probably for another year. Hutch Jr., so we're not going to find the top tier talent in the 5th or 6th round pick. Not happening. You find a diamond once in a while, but let's be real. We're still going to need help even with the Hutchback. I agree with that. Brian, well, good morning. Uche is off the table. KC got him. Yes, correct. They went there. Web for me. Dan was saying something with his hands. Those were signals. I guarantee. I agree with your assessment there. Mr. D, cool. I'm ready to see the D and send Green Bay packing. I like the way you're thinking, my friend. Josh, send Smith to Detroit tonight. Let's hope they do. Rob, I don't care what it is, as long as they're a good pass rusher at a reasonable cost, maybe even 2. Hey, nothing wrong with having 2. And then you got options. Walt, good morning, Coach. Woo! And good morning to you too, my friend, as always. Let's see. Looking for people that haven't been on yet. Richard, the Lions should be in it to win it because we may lose our DC after the season. Hopefully we can land Keelan White, Zadarius Smith, and Micah Parsons. Man, that would be an awesome crew if you get them all. Chuck, love all the national breakdown of the game film. I wonder if we don't understand how great our play calling actually is. Yeah, it could be 100% with there, Chuck. Let's see. Air Force, what do you got? Dirty Mary, Dirty Mary, there you go for the name. I like that. That's not bad at all. Manfred, what do you got? We don't need Hooker. We got St. Brown and Monty throwing dimes. There you go. Hey, we've already got the backup quarterback identified. All right, Tommy, it's Hendrickson. It could be. I hope, I've heard some stuff come out late last night. I just didn't want to do another video. I guess we'll know today one way or the other. We'll find out. All of us will. Gordy MCDC was rubbing his chest to imply he was reporting silent gesture. Now, that's a good thought there. That's a very good thought. Josh Darius Smith to Detroit. Ladarius Smith, Detroit might be. Web for me. Carl Granderson. All right, that's another name that's been thrown around. Bo, good morning, Duke Crew. Phone lost service, but exclamation mark. I see Super Bowl. Woo! And I'm going with that and glad you got some service. Cruz, something tells me they won't make any more move, and this coaching staff will try to develop the scheme to get a pass rush. That could be definitely a possibility. Manifest my destiny. Always good to see you, my friend. Long time Lions Talk Liver. Good morning, Coach Dan. Exclamation point. Is there a name that rarely has been mentioned in trade talks that you feel might be on Detroit's radar? Boy, I would have to really deep dive into that and think about that. But let me get back to you on that, Manifest. Let's see. Dominic, good morning from Texas. Good morning, as always, my friend. Earl, let's be kind. As always, my friend. Always be kind. General Brown, Willis beat the Colts and Titans. I'm not worried about him. The Lions will expose him on Sunday. I think you could be correct there. He might get a little lit up there. Jonathan, good morning. Detroit fan. Hey. Great day to be a Lions fan. Every day is a great day. At least the last couple of years to be a Lions fan. Chuck E. Cheese, morning, Coach and Duke Crew. And back at you. Apex, I'm in Texas and we'll be at the Houston game. We'll go enjoy it, my friend, as always. Rally House, says Chuck E. Cheese. Hutch Jr., Big D, Czech Fanatics, all right. Chuck E. Cheese, you can get chains and, okay, at the house, all right. Fair enough. Where's Atman? He didn't come on, so maybe, I don't know, maybe he had work or something. Hopefully he's okay. Thoughts and prayers for him. Let's see, Johnny L, time to push that button. Yes, if you guys can, hit that like and subscribe button. Any breaking news yet? Not that I've heard this morning, at least not when I was getting ready to go on air. DM5, let's see what old Brad Holmes cooks up today. Go Lions, go Dan. Give me a woo! You know what? We haven't even done one today, so I'll give you a and there you go. Bo Booth, make the last trade to Clarkson. There you go. See, Matt B, USA Today today still won't put us number one in their power rankings. Apparently beating sub 500 teams makes you a better team. It is what it is. But you know what? We'll just keep on winning either way. Flathead, what do you got? Muhammad forced a holding call. If it was up to me, that would have counted as a sack. Woo! Yeah, I mean, I thought he played real well. And for what they're asking of him to do, I think, he might end up being a nice piece for us for sure. All right, let's see. Keith, can we just live in the now, trust in Brad Holmes and DC? They haven't let us down yet. You're right, man. Like I put in the thumbnail. In Brad Holmes, we trust, my friend. Let's see. JIK Lions necklace sold at Stadium. Okay, there you go. And thanks for that. Thanks for helping out there. Johnny L. Keith Lamb, you got that right. Ray, any updates? Nothing I've heard yet so far today. Kurt Steele, greetings, salutations, Duke Crew. No show today. I'm under the weather. Hope you feel better, my friend. Hope you feel much better. Bo, get well soon, Kurt. Dimitri, good morning, Dan. What I miss? Woo! Nothing much yet. So we're all keeping our notifications on and getting ready for hopefully some good news today. Music, what do you got? We got Max Crosby. We'll find out. Manager Grill, what do you got? I don't have education. Okay, that's all right, man. Hey, we'll all get educated today. Already crossed 1 billion seconds passing times. All right, fair enough. Dr. Troy Broski is watching. He just doesn't have the cojones to comment. Come on, Broski, just show your face, buddy. We want to have a conversation with you. Don't disappear. We'll never disappear, not while the show's on air. Trump's, let's see, 31 Lions, Fudgy's 24. That probably is about right. Let's see, Hookadoo, Dan Kurt, I was hoping you did. Hope you feel better, man. So, yeah, 100% there. Brian, Washington and Detroit for NFC Championship game. 34-24 Lions. I like that prediction, my friend. See, the Philippines, I just got here, was out running errands. What did I miss? Did we agree to terms with the team? Not yet, but I would say this. It sounds like there's something. If you believe Dan Campbell, if you believe everything in the Twitterverse, X-verse, whatever, it sounds like there could be something going down today. All right, Dimitri, Kurt Steele, what up, though, Flintstone? King, was it Rico, didn't say anything juicy yesterday. Okay, fair enough. Let's see, Hookadoo, just kicked back today, Kurt, one pride. Yeah, rest up, my friend. Feel better, my friend. Ryan, it's great to see all these new names. Show has really grown. Hit that like and subscribe button. Yeah, if you guys can, help on out with all that. That would be phenomenal. Great Lakes, Skip, laughing out loud. Oh, boy, good morning, all. Let's cross our fingers. Big moves. Now is the time. Hey, let's make it happen. Let's get in it to win it. Daniel, Sam, I am green eggs and ham. Fair enough. Dr. Detroit, last time we went all in, we picked up Patrick Swilling. Yeah, I remember that, man. I do remember that. We gave up like the number 7 or something like that overall pick. So, yeah, it didn't go well. Duke Crew as a guru now? Maybe. Be careful and strong. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on here. Something. Let's see. Great Lakes, the other reason time is now is because we have so many rookie contracts that are friendly. In 2 to 3 years, that won't be the case. Either guys like Gibbs, et cetera, are going to get paid. They will. Phil, good morning. Good to see you as always, my friend. Brent, feel better soon, Kurt. I agree. JDC, happy trails, go Lions victory. I'm trying to get through we're catching up. Matthew, JG Watt has said that he loves Forefield. He owns a soccer club in the UK and has some promotional stuff going on in Detroit. He would consider playing just at the end of the season and playoffs. Yeah, I do think you are right with that assessment. Let's see, Dr. Detroit, Brad Holmes as alligator arms, maybe. Johnny, all in the family. There you go. Great Lakes, as long as the Bengals are winning, Hendrickson isn't going anywhere. That might be true. Let's see, Brent, happy trails, one pride, and back to you. Have a great day, my friend. Great Lakes, we have enough development players. Dump some late round picks. Okay, Tommy, Campbell is going on 97.1 the ticket at 8:05 today. Hey, go listen in. Maybe we'll give something up there. Patrick, we need to keep Hooker. Too valuable if we lose golf. There you go. Hookadoo, well, that sucks, Tommy. I'm in Toledo. All right. Michael D, thanks, Coach, for all you do. Happy trails. Go have a great day, my friend. Key, I thought the trade deadline was next Tuesday. It is. We're a week away in some odd hours. But it sounds like, if you believe the reporters that asked Dan Campbell yesterday, it sounds like Dan Campbell knew something. But we'll wait and see. Patrick, show me Crosby. The Great Lakes, Brad will be the one to announce. Correct. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, get on to the getting ready for work today and all that kind of stuff. If there is some sort of breaking news today, which I'm guessing we're all hoping there will be, I'll get to the mic as fast as I can. If you would be so kind, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button. Helps the channel out a lot. Other than that, take care. Enjoy your days. Do something kind for somebody you don't know. Be a good human being. See you on the next Lions Talk Live. Take care, everybody.
Happy trails to you until we meet again.